What's up, guys? This is Zach Smart, clever name Zoinks, back here one more time to give you another a gloving tutorial, stretching tutorial. I apologize about that. The gloving tutorials may come along at some later point in time. I hope that many of you watched the last video and are utilizing it to its fullest extent. Independent finger control is one of the most important aspects of gloving, especially if you're a more tech-heavy type person. Today we're going to be focusing on a little bit more of the arms, the biceps, as well as trapezius and some lats in the back, if that interests anyone here. Just to get you completely loosened up all the way around. So we started with the hands. We're going to move our way up to triceps. This is actually a personal favorite stretch of my lady's as well as of mine. That she is the one who taught it to me. So this stretch is done very simply by putting your arm out in front of you, close your hand into a fist, and you're just going to lower that fist towards the floor and then point your thumb towards your elbow. And you're going to feel this all along the top of the forearm as well as the bottom of the forearm. And this one in particular is one of my least favorites because it gets my left arm really hard. One of my favorite parts about it, it's totally possible to do both hands at the same time. You don't have to switch. You can get all of the stretching done in one smooth go. I recommend 2 sets of 30 seconds with those for each hand, just to get the forearms ready to glove and throw your flails around if that's your type of thing. Next one that I have in store for you guys is a very standard stretch. Anyone who did physical education in pretty much any public school all across America will know it, but not many people that I know actually participate in this stretch as often as they should, and it is absolutely phenomenal for your triceps. So very simply, all you got to do is just put one hand over the opposite shoulder of the arm that you're using and push against the elbow of that arm with the other hand. And you're going to be stretching out all along the tricep as well as a focal point for a couple of different muscles up on the top of the arm. And this is just a great arm stretch all the way around. Same thing as the last one. I would say 2 sets of 30 seconds apiece. After you're warmed up, of course. Warming up is drastically important. Switch sides. Get both sides stretched out as much as possible. And for a third one that we're going to be going into, this is actually my absolute favorite for my back. This is excellent for the neck. This is excellent for the traps as well as the lats. Easiest way to describe this one is simply take your hand, take whichever hand that you want, whichever opposite hand that you want to stretch the side of. So if I'm stretching my right side, I'm going to be using my left hand to start with. You take your hand and you put it on top of your head and you find your ocular ridge. It is the ridge on the back of your skull, and you're going to have one on each side, so it's not too terribly difficult to find. And you're just going to let that hand relax, let this arm relax. You're not actually going to pull anything. And I always recommend do this stretch while either sitting in a bed where you can grab something behind you or sitting in a chair, which is why I've grabbed a lovely prop from my house for usage today. And you're going to grab the item that you were sitting on. You're going to grab it behind you, and you're actually just going to let that arm hang, and you're going to slowly lean forward. You're going to feel it in your neck to begin with, and then the more forward you lean, you're going to start feeling it farther down in through the traps as well as through the lats. And I recommend 2 sets of 30 seconds for each side with that one in particular. That is an absolutely phenomenal stretch for any of the festy kids who spend a long time walking around, or if you're at a show and you're planning on gloving for the next 4 to 5 hours. Always recommend get everything in the body stretched out. Your night is going to be so much better. Those are my 3 for today. If you would like to see anything moving forward from here, please do not hesitate to ask. I am only a private message or a Facebook post away. My page is always available, as well as my stretching page, Stretching 101 by Zoinks. This is Zoinks signing off. Love and light to the fam.